Hi guys, I'm Chris from Taylor's Hairdressing, and today I'm going to show you how to do a few curls at home with your straightening irons. So the most typical curl you get at home is where it starts off really low here, and this last little bit is really tight, almost too tight. So what people are doing at home, you're wrapping it round, you're pulling it down, and you've got this bite at the ends, and it's straighter here. What we find is a lot of customers really like that slightly straighter ended look. So it's got a nice wave to it, but the ends are more straight. So if you straighten your hair first on the mid-lengths and ends, just once or twice, you find that hair won't go as tight as it would do if you hadn't touched it at all. So then go back up to your root, turn your irons round, and hey presto, you can see a real big difference between the tightness here and the looseness here, comparing to when we didn't straighten your hair on the ends, all right? So we're going to do another set of that. So this section, over the ends, and then we curl. And I hope you're loving this colour as well, because we've just done this today. Okay, and even if that is a little bit too tight, just over it with the irons, and it'll just drop it out that little bit more. Another one, over the ends, and pull down. Lovely, look at that. Really soft and loose at the bottom. Okay, if you notice as well, these straighteners, you can either do it at a 90-degree angle, or you can do it at a 45-degree angle. So we'll try that one now, all right? So straight from the head, all the way around, and pull. This is going to give you a tighter curl that we talked about at the very beginning. Okay, as opposed to tilting your irons at a very slight angle up or down, whatever you feel comfortablest really. Personally, I'm going to turn the irons down this way, so instead of this angle, it's going to be at this angle, and that's going to be a softer, looser curl. Really soft. We'll do another one of them. So instead of irons even straight, irons at an angle, and turn, and pull down. Lovely. Straight. A little bit tighter, as opposed to this one that was at a 45-degree angle. So a few options there. Right, now a little bit more of the advanced stuff. This is a bit fiddly, it's going to take you a little bit of time to get used to, but once you do, you're going to get a much tighter curl. So when you put your irons in, and you're turning them over as much as you can, if you practice getting used to turning your irons over in your hands without them opening, so close and turn. So instead of turning the iron over just once, like so, you can then turn the irons over again with your hands. I want to do it again. So it's really clear. But again, a really nice tight curl. In, turn, keep your iron shut, turn your hands, and pull. Lovely. Look at that, cool cut. Right, so I want to do the straighten end with this last technique, with the double turning the hands now, okay? So we're going to iron our ends, because we don't want the ends to go too tight. And it's obviously, it's going to make the hair look longer on you as well, by keeping them ends a little bit straighter. Over it once, over it twice, and back up to the root. Lovely. So I don't know how well you're going to see that there, but you'll see there's a much straighter end and a really tight mid-length. Let's go again. 1, 2, over and pull. Tight, 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 nice and straight there. Okay, 2 more other little tips as well is sometimes you find at home you're tending to do the same movement on every single section. Whereas what you want to do with your curls at different times is to, if you're going to turn the irons over one way to create a curl, on your next section you want to turn the irons over the opposite way to give more of a beach effect instead of it being the same way. So we'll do that now as well, alright? So this side, pushing the iron over one way, turning it. And you can always re-watch this video back just to get your head around it a little bit more as well. So this section, I put the hair over the irons this way. This section, I put the hair under the irons this way. Just mixes it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to get on and finish this all off, and then we'll see a grand reveal at the end. Okay, so all finished off now. Next step's finishing products. You can either go Mythic Oil, which is like a lightweight serum, just brush that through all your mid-lengths and ends, or I find with Sean's hair, a very light hairspray like Infinium. Just keep the hair nice and smooth in small sections, run it through and just keep that defined curl. Always seems to work really well on her hair. Perfect. And also another little tip is root lift. So a little bit of super dust on the root just gives it that tiny, tiny bit of oomph in the root so it's not flat to the head. And we're a winner. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you all again soon.